Greetings! Stay a while and listen to me, Marauder EX, as we play more Final Fantasy Tactics, The War of the Lions. Alright, so a lot, and I mean a lot, has changed. Just starting off, Rams is level 69. Nice. He's a Dark Knight. Nice. So we are getting really close to the end of the game in terms of story. And there's the deep dungeon, which could take a while, but we don't have a ton left in terms of the actual story. And so I knew if I didn't go ahead and unlock Dark Knight, which, again, it took me over 20 levels of grinding to get to Dark Knight. To get all of the JP needed for the other jobs needed to unlock this beast of a class, like just right off the bat. I also unlock Onion Knight and Arithmetician, which I will go over. Actually, I'll go over these a little bit more in depth here in a second. But I went ahead and, like, obviously Ramza can't be the Onion Knight. I got those on some specific characters, because, you know, that was just easier said than done. But Ramza is a Dark Knight, and I did also, I also mastered Monk and Geomancer in the time it took to unlock him, because that was also needed. So I have 1400 JP on Dark Knight to learn his abilities because they are exceptionally expensive. So you get Sanguine Sword and Infernal Strike. Those are the same as the other versions for the Sword Saint or Gafgarian, etc. Crushing Blow, Abyssal Blade, and Unholy Sacrifice, I believe all three of those are unique only to the Dark Knight class. Crushing Blow, inflict damage with a Sinister Sword. Abyssal Blade, sacrifice own HP to deal damage to others with the nearest unit suffering the most damage. Unholy Sacrifice, sacrifice HP to deal extensive damage to all units in range. That can be really, really nasty, and it is a Dark Element, so if you have anything that can boost Dark Element, that can add to that. They have no reaction abilities, which I think is really weird. They have HP boost, which is the most expensive thing so far. 2000 JP is literally up there in terms of expense, but a 20% HP increase, which can be just beastly. And then they also have increased attack power by 50% and decreased defense power by 50%. And I've seen some testing on whether or not Vehemence, I don't actually know how to, I know vehemently is how you, so I'm guessing Vehemence, is, I don't know if this or attack boost or, you know, dual wield, I haven't seen any concrete numbers on which does better. And then they have a movement ability, but it's different depending on gender. So if you have a male Dark Knight, they get jump +3. If you have a female Dark Knight, they get move +3. And that, I think, is really weird, because that's one of the only times you get, you know, a job that is available for both genders that is different per gender. So we've got that. I need to learn these. I don't know, like, I got 1400 to learn a couple of things. I thought I was going to learn Crushing Blow, Sanguine Sword, and Vehemence. I think that's what, but, like, I also kind of want to learn, like, the new stuff, like Abyssal Blade and Unholy Sacrifice, and, like, I'm definitely not going to put jump +3 on Ramza of all people. So I'm not going to worry about that. And HP boost is probably not going to be what I go for a while. So let's definitely get that, because that is, I'm pretty sure that's unique to him. But it has stop. And I could just go ahead and get Abyssal Blade too. But Sanguine Sword is also really nice. So having the ability to heal myself is always worthwhile. So Ramza's got some stuff, and I'm going to keep JP boost on him, and he'll have metal. Like, I could put so many things on him at this point, because I've had to use him so much that it is insane. Let's see, other jobs. I believe Symbios. Yes, Symbios is my Onion Knight. So let's take a look at Onion Knight. A unique class to the PSP version, much like the Dark Knight. Abilities. That's it. Like, Onion Knight has everything mastered. And we can't set anything. Like, we can't do anything with Onion Knight. They don't do anything. Like, I thought it was basically just like an upgrade to the Squire class. Originally, you could just kind of set anything that you wanted, but you can't. The only advantage is they can use any piece of equipment you want to use. Like, that's just the base optimization. Like, we can use anything. They can use any piece of equipment in the game. And part of me wonders why you want that. If you don't have any secondary abilities to take advantage of, like, why would I ever want to use a wizard rod on him? Like, that's, like, okay, yeah, it gives me, you know, plus 20 and plus 2, but, like, at the same time, but, like, I think that's magic weapon power and not, like, actual attack. I don't know. But there's, like, I just have questions. I have a lot. I have so many questions. Like, I thought we could do a lot more with them, and we really can't. We really, really can't. So I'm not going to be using an Onion Knight. But I wanted to show them off. The interesting thing about that is they can use, as I said, they can use anything. That also means they can use things that are limited by gender. So if I didn't have the beret on Reese, because I'm pretty sure she's got it. No, she doesn't have it. Then where is it? I thought they could use that. Oh, that's head equipment. It's not an accessory. It's head. Right? Yes. So I can put the beret on them. So, like, one interesting thing about that is there are some perfumes that are female unit only, and you can have a male Onion Knight use them. So that's an interesting thing, in my opinion. But not interesting enough to warrant putting them in the party, especially since you can't dual wield. You can only, like, I can't, if I put that, can I put another, oh no, that's all currently equipped. Can I put another two-handed, yeah, no, you can't. So it's like, I can't use two-handed weapons. And I can't, like, that's still listed as a two-handed weapon. I can do that, and, like, it's disappointing. Especially since you can't set any other abilities to take advantage of that. So, like, you can't use double hand to increase their damage. You can't use dual wield to have two melee weapons equipped. Because, like, well, let's see, can I have two single-handed? I've got blind knife and a mage masher. Nope. So they can only have one weapon equipped. So they don't even get dual wield. So that's, and then they get no movement abilities. Like, they have a move of 3, jump of 3, speed of 9. Like, there's just so much to it. There's just like, okay, why bother? And Junin can be my Arithmetician. Not that I'm going to be using Junin. But I wanted to unlock these because, yeah. I wanted to show them, especially since there are 2 jobs that I'm not going to be able to unlock unless I spend even more time grinding, because I was an idiot. So, Arithmetician, they learn... Their abilities are CT, level, XP, height, prime number, multiple of 5, 4, or 3. And you sit there and go, what do those mean? It's like, okay, you can cast just about any spell in the game, except for summons and geomancy, but like any of the black magic, any of the white magic, you can do so many abilities, and they will affect everyone on screen if they meet these requirements. So if every one of the enemies is, say, on a height of level 4, and you're all on a height of level 3, you could use height, cast an ability, and it's, as far as I can tell, it's an instantaneous casting of that spell. And so you don't have to worry about charge time. And so all of your enemies, so you want to hit, you cast Flare, because Flare is one ability that can be used with Arithmetics. And like you can go and look at these. If it has the thing Arithmetics on it, that's an ability that can be used. I don't know if you have to learn it on another job, or if you just have access to it. I don't remember, quite honestly. I really don't. Because I never use Arithmeticians because they break the game in ways that even I don't like to do. And I'm playing with a freaking Dark Knight right now. So, yeah, that's their shtick, is they can cast spells based off of, you know, all of these parameters, and it will affect everyone, including your own units. So they are a bit of a double-edged sword. So say if you use multiple of 5, and you have a couple of units that are like level 30 or level 35, something like that, that is a multiple of 5 in addition to all of the enemies, your allies will get hit by that spell as well. So that is a downside. You have to be careful about how you use it, because it, like math, it is not discriminatory. It will affect everyone who reaches these parameters, including your troops. Cup of Life, when HP is restored, distribute any excess among one's allies. That's a neat ability, which is very unique to them. So like, if you overheal, you're not actually overhealing because it's going to someone else. Soulbind, split any damage taken with the opponent who inflicted it. That's neat. XP boost, which at this point I really don't understand why you need that unless you actually want to get to level 99, which is good for some things that we can talk about. Accrue XP and accrue JP just by moving. That's actually not bad for grinding, and that's something I probably should have had for my grind. But I need to remove all of your equipment because I'm not going to be using you, unfortunately, Junin. I am sorry. And then I did... Orlando is a sword saint, and I've learned a ton on him, honestly. I should probably learn Divine Ruination. That would be somewhat helpful. Counter tackle doesn't really matter. Don't really care. But I've learned Dragonheart, which whenever you take damage, you will just automatically trigger re-raise, which isn't great, but not bad. I was using that. I don't remember why I was using that. He's got dual wield, but we also have attack boost, so like we can do that as well. I don't actually know. He's got 2 rune blades equipped because I have the Excalibur on Ramza. 2 rune blades on Agrias, who is a holy knight. She has also learned a ton. She's got Shiradori. She's a level 8 samurai and ninja. Now, like I've done a lot with these with these people. And I even level up Beowulf a little bit. He's got a little bit more. I did put a little work into Rafa. I've lowered her bravery even more, and I could lower it more. I'm just concerned to not attempt that, so that I can use her in the deep dungeon. I do need to get either 1 or 2 very specific pieces of equipment for her, so that she can be invisible and therefore move about freely without being a target. And I have done a fair bit with Balthier. He's got Shirodori as well. He's got concentration, which makes his piracy even more entertaining, and I could do even more of that with any of these things, but it doesn't really matter at this point. But I've had some fun with concentration. It's like, it doesn't guarantee that but it does, you know, it does up the chance. I think I've seen it fail once, but ability to all, add an ability to all. Oh, that was Beastmaster. Why am I? There you go. Concentration. Makes attacks unblockable. If an enemy is the targeted tile, it will always be hit. Like, I've seen it not proc because of equipment. So I don't know if it means that that's the special part of it or not. So that is all of the stuff that I've done. And let me take a look. I've got the Super Escutcheon and Excalibur on Ramza, Crystal Helm, Crystal Mail, Bracers on just about everyone. But yeah, he's got an attack of 20. I am so excited about this. This group is just dangerous. And we actually need to head back to Salgidos for a quest, but I don't have the time to do that now because I've basically taken all of this time to show off all of the stuff that I've got. And I need to do more poaching so I can get some of these perfumes, because there's one perfume that I can get, and then there's an accessory that I can get, and I don't know which one I'm going to want more. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and end this episode here. I guess I'm sorry this was not super entertaining, because it was basically just me showing the ridiculous number of hours that I put farming into this. And she's also level 41 now, so she's actually not too bad comparatively. Like, she's better than Junin or Median in terms of level, but I haven't really done much with her other than she is going to be my my move find item person. So like I could, okay, that could be interesting. Words of entitlement. Maelstrom is just random. Let's actually go ahead and learn that, because that can do some fun stuff. Okay, so yeah, I'll go ahead and end this episode here, and I will see you all in the next installment, where we will go to Salgidos and do another side quest. Because now that we've done something, now that we've seen the Cloud cutscene, next time we go to Salgidos, we'll see Cloud again for a fight. So that'll be fun. So yeah, I will see you all in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.